Morning. Yes, you got me in my dressing gown again. It's day 9. Is it day 9? I'm very discombobulated. Yes, it is day 9. It's Southern Social Day, so this is an early one because very soon I need to get dressed, load the car and go and set up. I'll take you with me today. We're having a meal afterwards, so I'll get some photos and things. But I think by the time I get home and edit, there won't be much time to do much more chatting. So I thought I'd better do advent calendar now. So it's a Becky's Sewing Studio one. It's got a metally sound today. Could be useful clips or like something for bag making or something. Let's find out. Love to know, do you go to any sewing, crafting, catch up chatting groups? Yes, it is clips. People might be like, oh, clip. Actually, delighted to have a bag of clips. I've already dropped one because I drop them and I tread on them, and then I have to bin them. So I am appalling for that. So yes, I've already dropped one. So that is brilliant. So yeah, I'd love to know in the comments today, do you go to any like groups? They don't have to be sewing groups. In the UK there's something called WI. I can't go because they're like during the day. But Jess and I on the podcast that went up, I don't know, yesterday, 2 days ago, we do talk about that communal aspect of being together. And I talk about the film How to Make an American Quilt. There is something about being together while doing something with your hands and how you can like be present and chat but it not feel necessarily so intense. So please share with me anything like that you do. I would just like to say, up until 2 years ago, I hadn't done anything like that ever in my whole life. And I'll get a little bit personal. I used to worry for a big chunk of time when I was being a head teacher and I was just doing a lot of work that I was boring to chat to if I went anywhere, like when I needed to do small talk, because all I could really talk about was my job. Now I loved my job and I was passionate about my job, but I just felt a bit like I don't really have anything else. And since stopping being a head teacher, I have worked really hard to create a life with connection to the things that I love and to people, and just follow some of my passions outside of my job, because my job was and is a passion, but just following some other pursuits in a more collaborative way. I always used to love creating with other people, but because of my job it used to be quite a solitary activity, and I have pushed myself out of my comfort zone. And please don't think it's been easy for me, because it hasn't, but I've pushed myself and I love it. And I love seeing everybody and they're my friends. And it is, when I look back on previous versions of myself, this is the thing that I'm like, I wish I'd done this sooner, because most of my friends were work friends, not because I didn't have other friends, but they're the people I saw all the time. And I'm not saying that's not good, I'm just saying this has made my world much richer. So I'd love to know anything like that you do, or are you worried to? Do you want to but not sure how? Let's chat about that today. So gonna get dressed now. I'll share with you what I wear. Gonna pack the car and off we go. Oh, hang on! It's Kindness Day. Before we go, Kindness Day today. Let's do some connecting for Kindness Day. So my challenge for you for Kindness Day today is to leave some comments on people's YouTube channels. Now, I am dreadful for this, and every now and again I sit myself down and I go back over my history and do this. Now, some of you lovely people out there are brilliant at this, because you comment on mine all the time and I love it, and I often recognise people's names. I won't do the shout outs because I might miss someone, but I know that you keep commenting and I try really hard to reply to you all. But if you're like me, if you're a watcher but you forget to comment, today's kindness challenge doesn't have, I'm not asking for them on mine. Obviously you can if you want, but go back in your YouTube history or the ones you watched today, just leave a comment and I'm going to do the same. I sometimes sit there and I go back and I comment on people's, because I know how much it means to me. So let's do that. Let's go and leave a comment. Now, if you're someone who's already really good at it, I'll leave you to decide what you do today for your kindness challenge. But if you're like me and you're a bit of a lurker and you forget to comment, let's do it. Let's comment away today. Today is the day for making some connections, leaving some comments. You can even reply to someone else's comment to leave like a really encouraging thing. Let's be all positive and encouraging. So that's today's kindness challenge. I'd also like to say thank you at this point to some people who've bought me a coffee as well. So thank you very much. I don't expect anyone to do that, but if you want to, the link is always in my details. So let's go and get on with social days. Hello, it is 6:53 p.m. and I'm home, having had a lovely social day and, hang on, a bit wonky, and been out for a meal with 6 of the lovely sewists afterwards. So shall I tell you what I made today? So I told you yesterday about the Secret Santa swap and it went really well. Somebody had made a bestie bag that got swapped a few times. Somebody made a lovely baking kit with apron and things in there. That was popular. And somebody bought one of those gorgeous Singer sewing machine Christmas ornaments. That was popular too. So it was a good amount of swapping, which made it fun. I got some chocolate and one of those lovely project bags with the see-through front, so that will be super useful. So I'm really glad with what I got there. We did the raffle as well and Mary won the main raffle prize. We had delicious food, lots of people bought things in, so hopefully you're seeing a video while I'm talking. We had gorgeous cake made by one of the ladies' husbands. It was a treacle toffee, I think. I've made my chocolate log that you saw yesterday. We have mince pies. People have brought in lovely like crisps and things like that. So there's plenty to eat. And I got this gorgeous bit of cable knit off the swaps table. So I'm going to make a sleeveless vest with that. I tried to make it today but ran out of time. Let me tell you what else I made. So I made this, I'm wearing it to show you. This is the free forget-me-not pattern, which is the Vera. It has this lovely long cuff and just the right amount of billow here, a V-neck, and it's fitted. This fabric I bought from First for Fabrics earlier in the year. I'm really happy this is my first version. I then made the majority of a Christmas jumper. This fabric is French Terry from Pound Fabrics. I decided to do the cuff in that too, so I'm really happy with that. The red was off the swaps table from like last year, I think. It's lovely, like fluffy sweatshirt. So I'm just deciding whether to put a waist cuff band on. I'm really happy with how that turned out. That's the NH Heather sweater, which is a free pattern, so both of these are free. And then the NH sweater I also made in this velvet, which I bought for £2 a metre from Abercrombie back in January or February when I was with Christine. So I've done it like this. I'm thinking of scooping the neck out more. And the majority of a pair of Walk Boldly pants in stretch velvet. Can we just take a minute for a dart in stretch velvet? Love that. Now, in my usual style, I got the front like this. Take a minute for the back. Now, hopefully you can see the difference in the light. The front and the back have got the nape of the velvet going a different way. Someone had said to me, do you think you got the nape the right way? And I was like, not sure. I was like, well, we will see. And luckily the front is all in one way round and the back is in the other. It's hard to see in this light, but the good news is, I don't know if you can see it there, it shows up saying that's dark, the back is darker than the front, but that's okay because it does look intentional, and these are just like a fun pair of trousers. So I haven't done the waistband because normally in the Walk Boldly pants I don't need to put elastic in, but this stretch velvet might need a little something, so I'm just gonna do the waistband at home and see if I need some elastic, because normally I make these in Ponte and they've got enough robustness. But as a fun little trouser, now my overlocker was sort of pulling a bit, so I'm going to need to stretch it out, and then it should be fine. I wish you could see that, because can you see it there? I'll get some daylight photos when they're done. So yeah, I'm happy. I took my overlocker and my sewing machine, but there was a lot of overlocking here, which meant I could get a good amount done. It was lovely to see everyone. Teresa from Lost My Thread came, which was brilliant because she's the person who's done my Advent Swapmas, so that was really nice. And she was lovely to meet her in person. We had great fun. The meal afterwards was delicious. And I am now worn out, so I am going to go and have, you know, that worn out where it's a lovely worn out, that's how I feel. I got this gorgeous present from Sheila. Thank you, Sheila. It's one of those lovely scissor organisers. So I'm going to go and have a bath and chill because I've got a full week of work coming. But everybody's great. Thank you everyone for helping clear up. Just a lovely festive time. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 10. And tomorrow is podcast Christmas meals. It'll be Jess and I. So I'll see you for that very soon. Bye.